Hi everybody, welcome to Bradley's Facebook Live. My name is Sarah, and this is our Facebook Live for the Academic Exploration Program. You might hear us call it the AEP program, and that basically is a program for undecided majors. So just to start us off, like I said, my name is Sarah. I'm now a theater and advertising double major from Chicago, and I'm a senior, and I started in the AEP program.
Hi, my name is Brandon. I am a junior criminal justice major with a minor in business management and leadership, and I am from Rock Island, Illinois, and I came into the Academic Exploration Program, AEP, my freshman year, first semester.
So what was your favorite thing about the program, or can you go into a little explanation about what it entailed?
Yes. So when I came to college, I wasn't exactly sure which major I wanted. I was between business and criminal justice. And being a part of the AEP program really helped me just take some time to learn about what college entailed and how a different major would affect my college experience. And I remember specifically back in that semester we did 2 projects where we picked a topic in one career field. So for criminal justice, I picked a law enforcement agent and presented on that, and then picked, if I remember correctly, a business, like a financial advisor, and presented on that to the class. And it really, what that did was made you research about the major and see if that's something you'd like to do after you graduated.
And that's basically the only assignment in the class, because what the AEP program is literally a class you take, pass, fail, and it meets twice a week for 6 weeks. It's very limited, and you just take a bunch of tests like skill level tests, personality tests, interest tests, the Myers-Briggs test. Some of you might be familiar with that, and it basically just tells you a little bit more about yourself and how your brain works to help direct you in the right direction. And the only assignment, like Brandon says, is that you have to give a presentation on a major. So it's really simple. It's an easy class. It just helps guide you in the right direction. Personally, I chose Bradley mostly because of the AEP program, because some schools had options to go in undecided, but Bradley had this option to actually go in undecided and help guide you in the right direction, because they don't want you to waste your time in college figuring out what you want to do. And the best part about the program is that they reassured you being undecided is normal, and it's not a bad thing. So many people do change their majors after their first, second year, and so going undecided actually puts you ahead of the curve because you are already starting that way. So why did you actually choose the major that you ended up choosing?
So I chose criminal justice because the first semester going through the class, I was really drawn to the research I was doing in that field. I do like business, as I am a business management and leadership minor, but just doing that research, it really intrigued me. I was interested, and another aspect of the AEP program is you're able to take courses in the majors you're interested in the first semester. So I took Intro to Criminal Justice first semester freshman year, and I absolutely loved that class. It was fun just to go and learn about that, and the professor was very interactive. So that really helped me decide to become a criminal justice major.
Cool. And when did you declare?
I declared actually the last week of my first semester freshman year going into Christmas break.
Oh, so, nice. That's pretty early.
It was.
I declared, I think, mid to end of second semester my freshman year. When I came into college, I knew that I was interested in like communication and theater, and I wanted to not major in theater and then participate in it, and then I ended up really loving that, so I wanted to use AEP to find my second major, and I ended up settling on advertising because it helped kind of release my creative outlet, and I wanted to be able to design and do the fun creative stuff. And so I knew it'd be somewhere in communications, but the AEP program helped me actually choose advertising as a concentration. And so I think it was the end of my freshman year. And there's no pressure to declare until your junior year, I believe. So a lot of people wait. Some people declare sooner than they think, and it's a great process. Let's look at some more.
So what was your favorite part about the AEP program?
That's a good question. Probably my advisor, David Trelizio. He was like the head of the program at the time, and what's cool about the program is that you're given an academic exploration program advisor to help guide you in the right direction. So then they helped me pick which gen eds I should take as long as I wasn't declared, and then they helped transfer me to my advisors in theater and advertising once I did declare. So it was an easy, seamless transition. They especially helped during orientation when you help to pick your classes, and you kind of need help doing that, so they advise you then. So I think that one-on-one advising was important. What about you?
That's very true. David is also my advisor, and he was very helpful just in class, but not just in class. but also outside of class.
It's great.
He was very easy to make an appointment with, come in and talk to. I actually talked to him a few different times, and I actually went back to him after I declared criminal justice and met with him again my second semester freshman year and just made sure I was on the right track, and he kind of checked up on me, which I appreciated very much, and I still say hi to him to this day if I see him at Markin.
Me too.
Just on campus. But then also, I really enjoyed learning about other majors on Bradley's campus, and part of the AEP program is you have professors from different departments and colleges come in and speak to you. So you have a business professor come in and talk to you, an engineering professor, a biology professor, and
Right, I remember that. You're so right.
even though I didn't end up choosing that program, it helped me filter out the ones I was not interested in and keep the ones I was interested in.
Awesome. Do you have any advice for anybody going in undecided?
The best advice is don't be afraid to be undecided. I know senior year in high school, a lot of my friends are like, oh, I'm going to go be a nursing major at Iowa, or I'm going to be a business major or a sociology major. And for me, I felt pressured at the time, like, oh, I need to decide something. But looking back on it, I'm really glad I didn't. And the AEP program at Bradley really drew me to this campus. And even when I came and visited and I spoke with them, they were very welcoming and reassured me that I was just 18 at the time. I didn't know what I needed. I didn't need to know what I wanted to be for the rest of my life. And it took away a lot of anxiety and stress, and that really helped me out.
I think that's the best thing it did for you, was kind of relieve you of that pressure to
Definitely.
choose. Yeah,
Yep.
me too. Me too. Let's see, what else does the program entail? Well, I'd say another great thing is that you're in a class with other people who are undecided, so it's reinforced that you're not alone and you're in the same boat as many other people. The class has many sections, and so you can meet people like Brandon and myself. We didn't know each other, but we both went in undecided, so we have that in common, and that's kind of cool. And so it's good to know you're not alone, and that's one thing that, again, Bradley reinforced when I was looking at colleges. I wanted a program that would help make me feel safe when choosing a major and relieve that pressure.
It's very true.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, that is all I can really say about the AE program. I could not recommend it enough. Oh yeah, do you know the Footsteps program?
I do not.
Well, they offered this program called the Footsteps program, at least when I was in it, where it's basically opportunity to job shadow. So if you were interested, like I signed up for it, but my schedule wouldn't allow me to do it. However, I was going to shadow somebody in an advertising agency in Peoria, and it's really great to do through the program in the Smith Career Center. Is that, oh yeah, my favorite thing about the program actually is that the resources it provides you with. You get tons of resources, whether it's the Career Center and these web links. I remember specifically looking at this one website that said, like, okay, you're looking into communications. Here are all the potential jobs you can go into communications. You're looking into advertising. You want to be an art director. Here is what it will pay. Here's the kind of degree that requires you to be an art director. Here are all the qualifications you need for this position. And so the resources like that are probably the best thing that the AEP program provides you with, because a lot of people who don't get undecided, they don't have those resources or they don't know where to find them. And so that's probably like my number one thing about the program. But the Footsteps program is definitely a cool opportunity to shadow people in jobs that you are considering. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's about all the time we have, but thank you so much for watching the Q&A. If you have any questions about the AEP program, Bradley in general, you can go to bradley.edu, check out the admissions page, or go to Inside Bradley and follow stars like me. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.